Hey, Marriage Magic family, we're so glad you're joining us on this journey to make your marriage magic. You have set yourself apart from the crowd because you're doing something by participating with us on this Marriage Magic channel to make your marriage better. And that's what we need in this world. Most people are going through the motions and they're not doing anything about it. And the bottom line is marriage requires attention. Marriage requires love. We got to give some love to our relationship, right? And so you've set yourself apart and you're the kind of people we want to hang out with, because it's not always easy, but it is always magic if we choose to create it so. So I want to take you back in time to the year approximately 2008. Between the year 2003 and 2020, I did something crazy. Pretty much every single week, I wrote a new short story, put music to that story, and performed it live. So I would write the story in 3 or 4 days, practice, put the music to it, and do a whole bunch of other things too, like write the talk I was giving and all that, and then perform it live, and then do it again, and do it again, and do it again for years and years and years. So I wrote over 1,000 of these stories. And this one poses the question,
maybe all the fighting is just a misunderstanding?
Could be.
in the comments, let me know what you think.
Is it a possibility that most conflicts are a misunderstanding?
And maybe misunderstandings aren't real. Hey, you should download our free Marriage Magic Reset right here.
It really does help.
It's something you can do with your significant other or just by yourself and watch their reaction as you begin to change. It's fun, or do it together. In either case, it's an incredible experience. The Marriage Magic Reset, download it now for free. It's in the description.
It helps you see it's all a misunderstanding.
Then the fighting turns to laughing.
But here we go, back to the year around 2008.
And part of the signature of my short stories is there's always a twist. So pay close attention. See if you can guess where this is going. What's the twist going to? There's always more than one twist. What are the twists that are coming? How's it going to end? See if you can guess. And as you guess, let that reach into your heart and maybe make a difference in your own marriage, in your life. But leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think.
Maybe all the fighting is just a misunderstanding?
Could be.
So right now, join me in the time machine of love. It's a new day. And as soon as I awoke, as always, I reached up and turned on the light. As soon as the lampshade was glowing, my wife and I were in a fight. The clock glowed 9 a.m. like deja vu, here we go again. Stuck in a conflict somehow that no one can win. I said, I don't get it, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. As we argued about both the present and past tense. And before you know it, I had to leave, the mystery unsolved. I wish to God this misunderstanding could somehow be resolved. But I had to go on a business trip many miles away. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to book a place to stay. It's an important business trip, valuable information. It's critical to my future to lay a good foundation. As I drove, I thought of the fight we'd had. I just wanted it to end. I want to come home at the end of this trip to find my best friend. God, to reach an understanding would be one of my greatest wishes. I prayed as information connected me to a hotel called Mrs. Front desk, Mrs. Hotel. Can I help you? I asked for directions. The woman told me what to do. It seemed quite simple, but man, somehow I got totally lost. An hour and a half of precious time was the cost. But I figured it was worth it. She made it sound like a nice hotel. So you can imagine my surprise when I arrived, and it kind of looked like hell. I felt I'd been swindled as I entered the place. Of the description that she gave, there wasn't a trace. From behind the desk, I heard, "Hello." As I turned my head, we spoke on the phone. "Welcome to Mrs. I'm misled. Tell me, did you have any problem finding us okay? Yeah, I did. I had problems. I got lost. Took the better part of a day. Perfect, she said. Here's your key to the suite. I don't want to keep you awake. Then the porter said, I'll show you to your room. I'm Miss Take. What's your room number, sir? Number 9. Are you sure? Yes, I replied. Okay, that's fine. She took me down a hall of mazes until we reached my room. She opened the door. It was dark and dank. It looked more like a tomb. There must be some mistake. She replied, of course, that's me. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Just ask, press pound 3. I didn't hesitate. I picked up pound 3 and grabbed the phone. I spoke very clearly with an agitated tone. This is Mr. Jones. This hotel is hell. Why, thank you, Mr. Groans. We agree. It is swell. Swell? Groans? Who is this? I yelled, lost in frustration. Why, Mr. Groans. Don't you know? I'm Miss Communication. Ah! I shrieked. She went, woohoo! Is there anything more, Mr. Groans, that I can do? Yes. I want to. No, I am going to talk to the owner. I understand, Mr. Groans. You're going for a walk because you're a loner. Then someone knocked. I hung up the phone. Yes, what do you want? Maid service, may we clean your room? Fine, I'll go to the restaurant. I stood at the sign. Please wait to be seated. But no one was there. When suddenly the hostess bounced up from behind a chair. Gotcha, she said. Is it just the one? Are you by yourself? Just me, I replied. Then she began to tiptoe, sneaking behind a bookshelf. This way, she said, as she began to crawl toward my table. I was feeling quite grievous. Here you go, Mr. Jones. If there's anything else, just ask. I'm mischievous. I perused the menu for a moment. Some of it needed an explanation. Hello, Mr. Jones, a young woman said. I'm your server. Miss Interpretation. Oh, perfect. Can you tell me about the fish? Why, yes. We make the fish any way you wish. Okay, I would like it well done, light on the sauce, with a pinch of lemon, please, right away, she said. She turned so quickly, she caused a subtle breeze. Back in the kitchen, it sounded like the skit Samurai Chef with John Belushi. When I came out, my fish, it was so uncooked, it was more like eating sushi, covered in sauce with a pinch of lime. Excuse me, but what did you do? This is the opposite of what I asked for. She smiled and said, why, thank you. I went back to my room. It was clean, all right, but everything seemed gone. I looked everywhere. What happened here? What on earth had gone wrong? I found the maid, told her. It was like everything had been erased. Then I read her name tag. It said, hello, I'm misplaced. My meeting was in the morning. I asked the concierge for direction. Do you know where it is? Of course, she said, with a slightly sarcastic inflection. It's easy. I'll draw you a map. It'll lead you to your destination. I will stake my reputation on it, for I am misinformation. I followed the map. It led me right back. My God, would you believe? It's just like Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you never leave. Now I won't have the information. I'll be disadvantaged. As I entered the hotel, I yelled out, this place is so mismanaged. Yes, that's me. May I help you? A woman said. She was clearly the boss. I don't know where to begin, I replied. I'm at a loss. I want to speak to the owner. It's not a request, I demand. She smiled and pointed to a big door that said, the owner. Misunderstanding. I opened the door. She said, come in. I've been expecting you. Have a seat, Mr. Jones. This meeting is well overdue. With all due respect, misunderstand, this place, this hotel, it is, in the most literal sense, a living hell. Yes, it is. But you misunderstand. It's your creation. Is it that different from your life? It's your own misinterpretation. Look, you were sure your room was number 9. Is there any other possibility? What if you were seeing it upside down? Then room 6 is where you should be. And in every single interaction that happened in this place, if you look deep enough, in every single case, there was a simple misunderstanding, and such is your life. And so it is the case with you and your wife. Wait a minute. Misinformation? Miscommunication? Misinterpretation? Could it be that every conflict is nothing more than a lack of information? Now take that thought to the next level, she said. Let the truth reveal. That means that every discourse, every conflict isn't real. Oh my God. Yes, she said. It's all a misunderstanding. Very good, my son. I am omnipresent and always expanding. I ran out the door, went to room number 6, and there was all my misplaced stuff. Perfectly placed in my suite with a view overlooking a mountain and flood. Then I went for a walk because I had to be alone to think all this through. Then I ran back to misunderstand and said, my God, it's you. You are slow, she said. And you were right. Misunderstandings can't be real. Remember that. The next time you reach for the light. And there I was at home in bed. All this information dancing in my head. What just happened, I can't say, but as I reached for the light with my hand, I knew my life would be different now, for I had come to understand. I looked at my wife knowing the miscommunication would end. It's simply a lack of information. And then I recognized my best friend. So heed the lessons given here. Let's get it right, for I believe. This life is the hotel we've all checked into, that we can never leave. Is it possible that all the fighting is actually just a misunderstanding, and that maybe a misunderstanding...
I saw you with that tall guy.
He's my cousin. You're overreacting.
Oh, sure he is.
That's it. I'm done.
actually isn't real? This concept alone can dramatically change how you see your relationship. So don't miss the next episode in Stop Fighting. It's not what you think. So like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and send one of our videos, maybe this one, to a friend who you know would be inspired.